One of the rarest combat vehicles of the modern era has surfaced on a battlefield in Ukraine. On April 21st, the Russian language Telegram channel Military Informant posted 4 pictures of what appears to be a BMP-55 with the background blurred out to deter geolocation. The caption said it was photographed somewhere in Ukraine, gave a quick background on the vehicle, and said it wasn't known if it had participated in combat or not. The channel is Russian language, and since the origin and location of the photos are unknown, it's hard to say if the vehicle was captured by Russia, but it does appear to have been abandoned. So how rare is it? Well, it is thought that there was only ever one prototype made. To put that into perspective, even the Tumblr for Christopher Nolan's Batman movies had 4 examples manufactured, and 10 more are being built for sale at about $3 million a piece, so start saving up now. The BMP-55 was a project begun around 2000 at the Kharkiv Armored Repair Plant to retrofit Ukraine's stockpile of old T-55 tanks into infantry fighting vehicles by removing the turret and placing a troop-carrying hull on the chassis. They intended to export these to countries that still operated the T-55, which would give them a cost-effective and capable infantry fighting vehicle, but no orders were received, and as we stated, only one example is said to have been built. Originally, it was outfitted with a remote turret, which has obviously been removed according to the pictures, and as we can see in the pictures, it also has a launcher for anti-tank guided missiles. According to our friends at the War Zone, the armor is said to have been resistant to 30 millimeters in the front and 14.5 millimeters in the rear, and it was also designed to survive the TM-57 anti-tank mines from below. It isn't clear what the BMP-55 was doing out in the field, as it doesn't appear to have been hit, but a good guess would probably be that it was being used to transport troops and supplies, as the threat from drones makes armored personnel transport pretty important. Taking a tank chassis and making it into something else isn't unheard of, and several countries take this approach, like Israel with the Namer built on the Merkava Mark IV chassis, and the Russians, of course, have the BMP-T built on a T-72. It is kind of sad to see the BMP-55 just sitting there all sad, covered in snow, and not in a museum where it belongs, but at least it wasn't found buried like the Azavet's BMP-T, which was built on a T-64 chassis that Russia found last year. Real quick, I got a little programming note. We will have a video on the evolution of close air support and how drones are shaping the future dropping tomorrow, April 25th, and then on the 29th, our full breakdown of the Russian comparison of the Bradley to the BMP-3. So stay tuned for those, or check them out if you're watching this after that.